One of the trends that we're noticing is a lot of professionals are basically converting or changing from being an employee to becoming a service provider, an independent contractor. They're setting up their own business entities, whether it's an LLC or a corporate entity, and they are doing business through those entities, right? And so obviously there are some very basic compliance requirements. You have to maintain separate set of books for those entities. You have to do a tax return for those entities, right? But beyond the basics, there's an entire component of what we call tax planning. And we do that by preparing tax projections. And it kind of goes hand in hand with what the client's budget is, right? How much money do they need to live on? All financial planning starts with, you need to know how much you spend. And then you need to take a look at all your expenditures and you need to determine what is really necessary and what is discretionary that I can pull back if necessary, right? If you're not saving enough because you're spending too much, you'll need to, if you have a budget outline, you'll need to know where I can pull back, correct? And how I can increase my savings. So once we determine exactly what their monthly financial needs are, and they have this business entity, and they're either taking a salary or taking a draw or a combination of both. So once we establish what they need to live off of, so to speak, what they need to maintain their standard of living, then we can do projections and plannings around it. How much should we put away into a retirement account? What type of retirement account? If they're going to buy something, if they're thinking about buying a piece of equipment or some merchandise or something for their business, should we accelerate that? Should they buy it this year as opposed to next year, right? How can we accelerate expenses? How can we defer income? How can we minimize their tax liability while optimizing their cash flow?